Good afternoon, etc., guys. This is Manga by Volume. My name's Davin, and let's jump into my April 2020 slash quarantine manga haul. The world may be in shambles, but at least we've got our funny picture books. Yeah. So moving on, got a pretty good stack of books this month. Starting out with Barnes & Noble was doing a buy two get one on VizBooks. So I placed two orders with them. And starting out with some of the smaller sized books, we have My Hero Academia, volume 21, 22, and 23. My Hero Academia is a series that I love very much. If you like superheroes, I mean, if you're watching this channel, you probably know what My Hero Academia is. But just in case, it is a shonen manga about superheroes, specifically about a group of high school kids trying to become superheroes, and it is so much fun. And you should definitely check it out if you haven't already. I just finished season 4. And the anime is also very good. So next up, for the Viz smaller volumes, we have another one of my favorite series, Dr. Stone, Volume 9 and Volume 10. These are coming out so fast that I can't really keep up with them, I found. But Dr. Stone is a series that I love very much as well, with just magnificent art by Boichi. Some people don't really like his style, but I cannot get enough of it. There is an anime for Dr. Stone as well. It's not as polished as Studio Bones' My Hero adaptation, but it's still pretty fun. It's nice to see the series with some color in it. And I'm looking forward to reading these volumes because I believe they pick up where the anime left off. And lastly, for the smaller Tankobon-sized books, we have The Promised Neverland, another series that I like very much. Volume 11, Volume 12, and this volume right here has probably my favorite cover art of the series so far. Just absolutely beautiful art by Posaka Demizu. Not really sure how to say that, but then we have Volume 13 and Volume 14, another really cool cover with an owl there. But yeah, moving on to some Viz signature editions, which starting out with Golden Kamui, Volume 11. Golden Kamui is another magnificent series that I like very much. Volume 12. And Golden Kamui is kind of like a historical fiction. It's very violent, and it's kind of weird because it focuses just as much on the violence as it does on like survival out in the Japanese wilderness. And there's Volume 14. So it's kind of like a cooking manga too. It's pretty cool. And it's hilarious. Some of the facial expressions in this series are just they're great. I love it. And last, actually second to last for the Viz signatures, we have Beastars Volume 5. This is my favorite new series that I've been reading. And I also just watched season 1 of the anime now that it finally hit Netflix. But the manga has its own kind of charm that I like very much. It's got kind of like I want to say like a storybook art style to it a little bit. With like really kind of like sketchy lines. It looks like something you would find in like a children's book, but obviously it is not a children's book. It's pretty violent, and it's got a lot of like sexual content and stuff too. Speaking of sexual content, here is Downfall by Inio Asano. I just finished reading this the other night, and as far as Inio Asano books go, it's not my favorite. but it is still very good. It's about a kind of a mangaka who had just finished his very first series after like 10 years working in the industry, and he's kind of hit like a downward spiral. He's become really depressed. He doesn't really feel the same passion for manga that he did when he first entered the industry. His marriage is kind of like on the rocks a little bit, and you just kind of see his spiral. And I don't want to spoil too much. Obviously, with Inio Asano, the art is very good. Let me see if I can find some pages here. But it is kind of a depressing read, to be honest. And by the end of it, you do end up hating the protagonist, or at least I did. There's not a whole lot. There's not much redeemable about him. As for the edition itself, it's kind of cool. I always love these the Viz signatures that have like the French flaps, and definitely worth picking up. I enjoyed it. Moving on, that's it for the Viz haul, and now we are going into the Dark Horse stuff. Starting out with just one of my favorite. It's so funny. It's so fun. Mob Psycho 100. I got volume 3 and volume 4, and if you're not familiar, Mob Psycho 100 is by the same author that did One Punch Man. But this is Dark Horse has just been publishing just straight up his. I believe it was published as a webcomic initially or something like that. But his art style is, it's good in its own way, but it's kind of juvenile. But I think that kind of adds to the charm of it. And what's cool is the anime adaptation of Mob Psycho 100 kind of keeps that style, but just brings it to a whole other level. I love Mob Psycho. I prefer Mob Psycho 100 to One Punch Man for a variety of reasons, but yeah, definitely check it out, whether you watch it or read it. Yeah, can't wait for more Mob Psycho wherever I can get it. And next up, this is a continuation of a series that I kind of thought was just like a one-shot, because there was only ever one volume of it, and it came out years and years ago. And I think I talked about it a little bit on this channel, but Wandering Island, this is volume 2, and this, when I first read the first volume of Wandering Island, it kind of astounded me. The art is just beautiful. It's got kind of like a, I want to say, sort of a Studio Ghibli style to it. It's really quite something. Just the landscapes, the sense of adventure, and the character design are all so good. And I'm very much looking forward to reading Volume 2. Yeah, not a whole lot to say about it. The Dark Horse's edition for this is kind of cool. It's got like a weird texture to the cover. It's got the French flaps as well. And just overall presentation is spot on. I love it. And next up, from the same mangaka that did Wandering Island, and that is Kenji Tsuruda. We have Emanon, Volume 1, Emanon Volume 2, and Volume 3. And this is a series I've wanted to check out for a while. From my understanding, it's kind of a series of short stories centering on this girl, or this being known as Emanon, and she's kind of like an ageless figure, and it just kind of, it's a bunch of short stories and stuff kind of relating to the people that have encountered her. But it looks very good, and I'm excited. This one doesn't have the French flaps, and it's got a more kind of standard, just paper stock cover, which is fine. Still works for me, and it still looks awesome. And lastly, for the entire haul, is a continuation of a series of books that you can see right there, Berserk, the deluxe editions put out by Dark Horse. These are just amazing. Dark Horse has done such a good job with these. And this is a volume 4, and as you can see, it is pretty massive. Here it is next to Mob Psycho, and here it is next to sort of a Viz Sig sized book, and it's got this like really nice hardcover with like a cool texture on it. Kind of looks like scales or something, like from a dragon, with this like embossed emblem there. And yeah, Dark Horse has just been killing it with these things. And the art, oh my god! I mean, I'm pretty new to Berserk, but the art here is just incredible. And yeah, I'm very, very much looking forward to diving into the series once it's all out. I mean, I'm gonna read these eventually too, but and just in this format, oh my god, it's very good. It even comes with this little like a page bookmark ribbon there. So overall, definitely worth it. This each of these contains 3 volumes of Berserk as well, so you definitely get your money's worth. I believe I got this from In Stock Trades, and it was $28.99, I want to say, which is like 42% off or something like that. And yeah, definitely a good deal, especially considering like the normal volumes run about $10 each. So you get 3 of them in here, and it's so good. But yeah, that does it for my quarantine April 2020 manga haul. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I do want to start uploading more often in the future. I might do a kind of a manga collection video at some point. But yeah, stay safe, guys. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face, like I know I've probably done in this video. But yeah, stay safe, guys, and I will see you guys next time. Thank you so much for watching.